Help me hit 4,000 subscribers. Support the video with a like and leave your thoughts in the comments. I read everyone. Thank you. I used to believe that trust was something you built brick by brick. Slowly, carefully, patiently. With Lila, I thought I had done everything right. She was warm, effortlessly charming, and had this soft laugh that made everything feel lighter. We had been together for 3 years, living in a small apartment in Boston, dreaming of a future we were sure we'd share. But trust doesn't crumble loudly. Sometimes it falls apart quietly, like a whisper you almost miss. When she told me she was flying to Miami for a girls' weekend, I didn't think much of it. Lila loved sunshine, beaches, pastel-colored cocktails. Miami fit her perfectly. But the night before her trip, something felt off. Her phone kept lighting up, and she kept tilting the screen away, pretending it was nothing. I didn't push. I didn't want to be the kind of boyfriend who picked fights over shadows. The next morning, she kissed me quickly, her lips barely touching mine. "Love you, Finn," she said, grabbing her suitcase. Her voice sounded rehearsed. She left, and silence settled into the apartment like fog. 2 days later, I saw a photo on her friend's Instagram story. Not a suspicious one, just a group of girls at a beach restaurant. But sitting at the edge of the frame, partially cropped, was a face I recognized instantly. Evan, her ex. The one she swore she had moved past emotionally years ago. The one who once left her crying on her front porch because he wasn't ready for commitment. That Evan. My stomach dropped. But I didn't call her. I didn't text her. I just stared at the photo until my screen dimmed. Hours passed. She didn't mention him. Not a single message saying, "Hey, ran into someone unexpectedly." Or, "Finn, something weird happened." Nothing. It was the silence that hurt, not the photo. On the final night of her trip, she sent me a selfie. She was in a hotel elevator, hair curled, makeup perfect, wearing the blue dress I'd bought her on our anniversary. "Dinner night. Miss you," she wrote. "Miss me?" She didn't even ask about my week. Still, I didn't reply. I wasn't angry. I was disappointed in a way that settles deep in your bones, heavier than rage. When she finally came home, she hugged me tightly, almost too tightly, like she could sense something was wrong. "I brought you key lime cookies," she whispered, as if pastries could smooth over the cracks. I smiled, but it didn't reach my eyes. And she noticed. "Finn, what's wrong?" "Nothing," I said. "Just tired." That was the first time I realized how deeply silence can cut. Over the next week, something shifted. Lila grew jittery, checking her phone more often, watching me as if waiting for me to explode. But I didn't. I carried on with my routine, work, gym, dinner, sleep, like nothing had changed. My silence wasn't revenge. It was clarity. One night, while she was showering, her phone buzzed on the table. I didn't touch it, but I saw the name flash. "Evan. I shouldn't have let you leave without saying goodbye properly." I didn't open it. I didn't need to. Instead, I picked up my own phone and sent her a single text. "When you're ready to tell the truth, I'll be here in the living room." That was it. 5 minutes later, the shower shut off abruptly. Another minute passed before she walked out, hair dripping, towel clutched tight around her. Her face was pale, like she'd seen a ghost. "Finn, what truth?" she whispered, voice trembling. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't accuse her. "Did you go to Miami with your friends?" I asked calmly. "Or with him?" The silence that followed was deafening. She opened her mouth, closed it, tried again. "It wasn't like that," she finally said. He happened to be there." "That's not what I asked." Her eyes filled with tears instantly. Lila always cried when she felt cornered, but I didn't move toward her this time. She sank onto the couch, burying her face in her hands. "Okay," she whispered. "Okay. It wasn't a girls' trip. Evan invited me. He said he wanted closure before he moved to LA. I didn't tell you because I knew you'd say no." I stared at her, stunned not by what she'd done, but by how easily she said it. "And the hotel?" I asked. "Separate rooms," she said quickly. I swear, nothing physical happened. Maybe she was telling the truth. Maybe not. But the betrayal wasn't in her body, it was in her choices. Her lies. Her secrecy. The way she looked me in the eyes before boarding that plane and told me she loved me. I didn't reply to your texts because I wanted to hear the truth from you, I said. Not from a stranger's Instagram story. Her head snapped up. You knew? She whispered. All week? And you didn't say anything? I wanted to see if you would. She broke. Completely. Her breath hitched. She started shaking. Tears streaming down her face. Finn, I'm so sorry. I messed up, I know I did. I just didn't want to lose you. You already did, I said softly. You just didn't notice. For a moment, neither of us spoke. The quiet felt final, like the closing of a chapter. Finn, I love you, she said, reaching for my hand. I stepped back. I love the version of us I thought we were, I replied. But that version didn't survive Miami. Her face crumpled, and I knew she finally understood. Not because I yelled, not because I left, but because the truth had finally landed in the one place lies can't survive. Silence. I packed a small bag that night. Not everything, just enough. My clothes, my toothbrush, a book she had never read but always said she would. As I walked out, she whispered my name like a prayer. Finn, please don't. But some prayers come too late. I closed the door gently behind me, the soft click sounding louder than all her secrets combined. And for the first time in a long time, the silence felt like peace.